This is it. The first stream of the Backroom deals here, and we are lucky enough to have internet celebrity Patrick Sklar.
Please go on. List my accomplishments.
You're a narrative designer for Null Signal Games.
I am, yes.
The people who make Netrunner.
The people who make Netrunner. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You are a skilled competitive player out of the Montreal meta. In fact, I've seen you play at such various different venues as the Toronto meta.
Yeah, okay, you did. You know what?
You are in fact the Fantasy Flight top mom.
I actually was officially Fantasy Flight's top mom
at Magnum
2018
Opus.
Magnum Opus. You know what? I regret asking you to do this. Hi, I'm Patrick Sklar. Nice to meet you all.
Metropole Grid's better half.
Okay, obviously I didn't want to say that. We're not here to make anyone jealous. We're not here to break any hearts. Actually, I am.
But we've known each other for some time.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is the game that kind of has sort of kept that going.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Up until even today. And I'm really happy that I have you here.
Maybe not after today, depending on how these games go.
The best egg flipper of the East Coast. Would you say that's true?
I was only an egg flipper on the West Coast, though. That's the trick. I was an egg flipper in the Yukon, which doesn't have a coast. It's a North Coast.
Yeah, it has a North Coast.
All right, I was the best egg flipper on the North Coast.
But that's cooler.
It literally and figuratively, folks.
In North America, there aren't a whole lot of places that are like North Coast.
That's true, yeah.
One of them involves eggs.
Yeah. I mean, you can make an egg burger. I never did, so that's the difference. Yes, the polarizing.
So I've, just because, I mean, it is our first stream, I've been playing Netrunner since creation and control, way back in the day. That's 2015, I think.
Oh, do you want to play this game with me, John?
Yeah.
I've been playing since the expansion pack What Lies Ahead came out. The very first expansion for FFG's Android Netrunner.
So then there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been playing for a little while.
Yeah, we have. Over 10 years, both of us.
Yeah. Seen a few day twos in my time. I'm the current East Coast Canadian national champion.
That's right.
For what that's worth.
You went to Toronto and took it from them.
I didn't take it from them. They offered it.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
They offered it and punished me for it. Because, wow, were some of those games pretty tight. But at the same time, I gotta say, as it comes to this game, I consider myself sort of semi-competitive in that, like, I enjoy the jank, I enjoy the strong stuff.
Okay.
So, but you have been playing this game for a while, and then you joined Null Signal Games, and you were in fact the one who wrote the article finally announcing Dawn, or should we say...
We have to say Elevation, the next expansion for the game Netrunner.
And does U2 play in your head every single time that you mention that?
Only when I say Catorso.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So twice a day. Yeah, this is the article.
This is not only a huge announcement, I mean, one that we already knew it was going to come, but now we have a release date.
That's right.
And we also have an idea of where we're visiting next, and we're going to Oceania.
Yep.
We're exploring a whole new world, a whole new beanstalk. But
don't call it a beanstalk.
Don't call it a beanstalk.
But you can call it a comeback.
Okay. But there's something interesting about the article that says specifically that this isn't an expansion that's going to be telling one story about this place. It's giving us a framework so that we can all tell our stories about this place. What do you mean by that when you posted that up there?
Well, in our previous expansion cycles, like the Liberation cycle, there was a strong story that tied every character into it. Every character was involved in that one story, and we had a canonical beginning, middle, and end. And I really like writing that kind of fiction and working in that kind of environment. But for this expansion, it stands alone, and we introduce more than a dozen different stories. We introduced so many different stories in this expansion, and we just kind of let people find their own canonical endings to them. We're not even saying that the Makota Longit gets built for sure.
Right.
It might. But really the building of this new space elevator is just a backdrop for all these stories to be told, for all these different characters and side characters and connections and executives.
Can I resurrect Sundog?
No, but I think I can officially say that we're going to be decreasing the mortality rate of all Canadian characters in the NSG Netrunner universe
Ha!
from 100% to somewhere around the high 90s%.
Yeah, if there's one thing that NSG likes to do, it's kill Canucks.
Yep,
So, yeah.
we're proud of it.
I mean, look, if there's something to be proud of, it's that. You should be proud of this. April 24th is when we're going to be seeing this. And I know that you are privy to it. I am not. How excited are you for the game itself?
I'm extremely excited, and it's so hard, like as difficult as it has been for everyone else who has had to wait for new cards without seeing what those cards are. It's a different kind of excitement to have seen these cards and then to have worked on the art for these cards and the names and flavor text and the stories alongside these cards, but not been able to talk about it. It's building up in me, and I'm going to explode, and I'm so glad we have a release date that I can count down to before I can actually start talking about this publicly.
Something around 90 days.
Around there. And sometime before then, previews. I don't know when. I don't think I can say that yet.
Well, I am looking forward to previews, but I'm also looking forward to playing some games with you today.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of decks ready. The Backroom's boss is sitting watching us from the skies. And as a result, I gotta ask, what playmat are you playing with today?
This is the Adam Doyle Nanook playmat. Nanook is a card from the Borealis cycle. It's a pretty gorgeous piece of art. I really, really love it. It's one of my favorites.
It is honestly just a stunning playmat.
Yeah.
Right then and there. That's got to be like just the recurring segment of the show. Like, what playmat you bring today?
Yeah, I'm going to bring a different one every time. I think each of us has won enough or placed highly enough in different events that we have a variety of playmats available to us, and we may never run out.
I have given away more playmats than I think I own. Which, but that's kind of the cool part of it, right?
Some people would say that's the definition of wealth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, at this point, I feel like a wealthy person because I'm going to be able to get 5 credits. So will you.
Yeah.
But we got to determine what we are playing.
Before we get into this, though, I do want to address some of the commenters here. First of all, Andre. Hi, Andre. Good to see you. Andre did not know I was going to be here tonight. This is very awkward. Andre is the streamer that I would normally be appearing alongside, but we had a bit of a row. Now I'm here. And Flower of August, yes, that is a good jumping on point for the lore. It's kind of, it's not really a reset. Everything that existed previously will continue to exist, but it will be its own thing that is a standalone story with references to the past as well. Yeah, thank you. Our terrifying producer has provided a link to Metropole Grid. Anyways, you want to flip this?
Yeah.
I noticed you gave this to me.
Yeah.
Before the stream started, I said, let's practice this not falling off the table. And then I did not practice.
Well, you're just going to have to hope. Looks like you're running today.
I'm running. Okay. Let's see which one's the runner. I've got Asa Afontov.
Let's see how well they can deal with Azmari EdTech. I know.
Oh, no.
I had to start with an ID that is going to rotate, that I will not see. This idea has been very good to me. But the question is, what flavor are we looking at?
Yeah, and ESSA is one of the newer IDs. It's one of the NSG era IDs. It's also from the same cycle as the Nanook art here. And ESSA likes to take core damage and sabotage the corporation, force them to discard their own cards.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of core damage happening today. But will it all be for naught? So is this a deck that you've played before, or are you?
I gave it one good shuffle and play last night.
You gave it a whirl at the local meta.
Exactly, the one I told you I wasn't going to go to, and then I went to anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we still okay? We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
We're good. I hope.
No, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe everybody there was just wondering where I was.
But no,
and thanking.
Maybe. Yeah.
That guy. Who's going to give us pepperoni sticks?
But no, this is not a deck I know very well, but it's a deck I found online. It looks like a good stuff Essa Anarch kind of deck.
All right. Well, this is a modified deck, one that I found online, so probably I've messed it up.
Okay.
But we will just have to see.
I did not do the usual thing of taking a deck online and then giving it that little Patrick stink by making it a little bit worse.
I mean,
No, it's all right. I can take it.
well, we know that.
Excuse me? Do you want to explain that, John?
I don't
Okay.
chew my cabbage twice. All right, I will keep
I will also keep. Good luck, have fun.
GL HF.
Toss a semicolon in there for me, would you?
Oh, only for you.
Thank you.
Draw. Mandatory. Okay. So, we're going to start by honking. Drop a hedge fund in there for a net of 4. We will install and we'll install.
Okay.
And I'm going to name, considering who you are, I will name event for Azmari, and I will pass the turn, 3 cards in hand.
That sounds great. Thank you so much for passing the turn. I will start by playing Ghost Tongue. It's a hardware that
It looks like you're taking damage already.
deals 1 core damage to me in order to make every event a little bit cheaper going forward.
I'm going to have you lose a running hot.
Okay. I will put this as attack. Have thingy.
Core damages.
I do have core damages somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I'll be stacking these on Essa to represent that I've taken core damage. My hand's going to be smaller. And I will draw a card, and then you may sabotage 2.
2, huh?
Yeah.
Let's strip 2 right off the top. I'm not even going to look.
Brave.
No.
I like it.
I have been described as foolish.
All right. Click to... Let's run archives.
All right. Well, you're going to be happy to see one of these cards.
I'm happy to see Spin Doctor out of the game. For now.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
So Spin Doctor and a ping.
Click 3. I'll play Banhar.
Mm-hmm.
And click 4. I'll play Dr. Nuka.
Should I go and get my Bankar token? Do you have one here?
What do I have here? I don't think I do have a Banhar token here. But I'm just going to move Banhar to the affected server.
That's fair. You can also just use one of these if you want.
Oh, true. One of these beautiful Montreal Clover logo tokens.
All right. To me,
Go for it.
mandatory draw. Very well. Click 1, I'm going to draw.
All right. Seems like a John thing to do.
Click 2, draw.
Interesting. It's good to have lots of cards in your hand for when I'm forcing you to discard cards out of your hand.
I thought so. Click 3, I'm going to install here. And I'll pass the turn to you, 5 cards.
Okay. Banhar is on HQ.
Sure.
Click 1 on Dr. Nuka. Draw 3 cards. Click 2 will play Marrow.
Keep taking that damage.
Marrow does another core damage to me. All right.
That's disappointing.
I draw a replacement and you sabotage 2.
I'll strip 2 right off the top.
Please do. 3. I'll run HQ.
How many credits?
0 credits.
No credits.
I know what you're thinking. And I also regret this.
Cards in hand.
4. Hand size of 6. He will not tell me if it's scoring or combo, but I can guess.
I will not reds.
Wow. Magnanimous. Some would say he wants the game to go on longer with the stream. Seamless launch. I'll deign to allow you to keep that.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I'm gonna play Moshing.
Sure, Mosh away.
I know you never want to draw last click, but
That's 2 for me.
that's true. Discard these 3 cards.
Finality, Nuka, and Nuka?
Yep, Finality, Nuka Nuka.
Sure.
Draw 3, gain 3.
Enjoy while you can.
Cool.
To me,
Yeah.
mandatory draw.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, with it being my turn, let's see.
I did put 1 archer in this ESA deck. Don't tell John.
I'm so ready for it too. That's going to be my greatest thrill.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to install. All
right.
And came 1. Actually, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to advance.
Advancing that card. All right.
Yes.
That tells me something.
It does. It should.
Playing NBN, I have my suspicions about what advanceable ice you may have.
Oh, I wonder what it could possibly be.
Okay. And
It's all you.
Are you still saying event?
I call event until I say otherwise, and that's 4 cards in hand. I'll pass the turn.
I'm going to use Dr. Nuka first click. Draw 3 cards.
Sure.
Ben Hart's going to stay on HQ until I say otherwise. Let's say that. Hooked, I'm going to run here. That server.
Having a look here, right? All right. Access?
Sure. I'd love to.
So Rashida Jahim.
Trashed.
I don't know what she did to you.
She knows. And that's all that matters. Rashida and I have a history. Andre, there's anywhere between a 0 and 100% chance. Thank you.
There might be 102% chance.
Well, we have to have a margin of error.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to click for credits. My house clicks.
This will be a mandatory draw for me as my turn starts. All right. Let us think. I'll res a spin doctor.
Okay.
Draw 2. We use it right away.
Smart.
Yeah.
When you're facing a sabotage deck, you want to use your spin doctors as early as possible and not save them until you desperately need to rescue something from our
I want to
house.
get a spin doctor back.
Oh,
It's
okay.
also a card that you haven't seen.
Okay.
Don't want either of these. So, we're no longer suffering with 1 spin doctor in here, which I got to admit, not my favorite thing for a deck facing sabotage. You deal with that. I mentioned this before stream. I cleaned my sleeves for the first time, like ever,
Yes.
for this. And it actually does make a difference. It is very strange.
And I'm using very fresh sleeves, and yet I also had to pluck a hair out of Banhar.
Like every other time.
All the time.
Yeah, no, I totally get
Because
it.
deck building is so stressful. I'm always pulling it out.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to install.
Upgrade on HQ, eh?
Upgrade on HQ. I will install.
Mm-hmm.
And I will install. Leaving 4 cards in hand, 10 credits, and it's all you.
Okay. Quick one I'm going to draw.
Sure. I mean, I appreciate the early draw as opposed to the last minute draw.
This
is the
ideal
one thing
way.
that Andre has beat into, I think, every Netrunner player that exists. Draw at the start of your turn.
And it is a credit to his sacrifice that he does not take these lessons and hoard them unto himself.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Consistently drawing last click.
I mean, look.
I'll take credit.
Yep.
3. I'll pinhole threading for free.
Pinhole threading, which will gain me 2.
Yeah, how about you?
Thanks, Azmari.
Do you have any actions you want to take? I'm going to run through archives, by the way.
I have no actions that I want to take.
I was hoping you'd maybe limit some of you'd do with the Monty Hall problem for me and help me solve this, but no.
No.
Okay.
So there's 3 potential cards to access here. They're right here. Shining yellow.
I'm going to access the HQ upgrade.
HQ upgrade?
Yeah.
The Hollow Man.
Oh. It's dead.
Trashing my Hollow Man?
R.I.P.
Being that jerk?
Unfortunately, I am that jerk.
All right, that's fair. You're allowed to be that jerk.
Thank you. That was 1, 2.
3.
That was 1, 2, 3.
You gained a credit, you drew, and then you played pinhole threading on that run.
That's correct. I've got 6.
4.
How about I Testushka? It's around an HQ. And Banhar, of course, is going to be taking some hits for me.
You've spent your 3?
Actually, it only cost me 2. Got a silver tongue.
Cards in hand is 6.
Oh, 5 now.
5 now, right? Huh. Well,
5 now, and 4 of them are Steelskin Scarring.
I bet. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. That's exactly what's happening.
Andre will do that next. I did one earlier.
Yeah. You know what? I'm tired of you at least getting in for free.
Okay.
So I'll res a Mesnichestvo.
Is it going to lose the advancement counter?
No,
That figures.
it won't.
So I take 2 net damage, 1 at a time. Okay.
Lose your Ashen Epilogue.
I don't care. That's a crutch.
Just like Jackson Howard.
Yeah.
And you're moshing.
Okay. Well, you hit the only 2 non-Steelskin cards in my hand.
I'm not upset over that. So it's
Sabotage 4, please.
Well, that's less fun. 4 right off the top.
Wow.
Not even gonna look.
Good. I don't want you to look.
Yeah. Well, that was a run last click.
That was a run last click. And again, I'm not showing the strong skills.
There's some strong skill.
I don't know. I don't feel good about running last click. Your turn.
All right. Well, comes to me mandatory draw. It's time.
Okay.
I will advance.
Sure.
I will advance.
So far, so good.
I will seamless launch. Advancing again.
Okay.
It will be an off-world office scored.
All right. Make your filthy 7 credits.
I will. Thank you very much. Ending my turn on 11 credits and 4 cards in hand.
I don't think so, John. Because you have to sabotage 1. Because I did some stuff to my spine.
Oh, you did stuff to your spine. It's very true.
It's very true. Then just do 1 off the top is what you've been doing this whole time.
That's true. That is what I've been doing off. Right there.
Good. Thank you.
I know how to play against Essa.
We all know how to play against Essa.
They don't scare me.
All right.
Oh yeah, Monty Hall Problems Game of Droids. Honestly, that's kind of where we're going with this. This whole thing is a Monty Hall problem.
So, my turn.
Yeah.
And I have to start using this eventually. Quick one, I'm going to draw that.
Sure. Are you moving Bankar? I guess not anymore.
Not yet. No, not right now.
You now have knowledge you didn't have since the beginning of your turn.
Credit.
Yeah. Here, let's put this over here where it's. There we go.
Run that server. Run that remote. This is for you. Running the remote. There we go.
I'll res the spin doctor,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have a look to see if there's anything I want to do in here.
Interesting.
Because
Please be my guest.
I have not actually looked. Unless it's in here. So,
May I see the rest of what's in there?
yeah, of course.
Just to browse, Seamless, Hollowman, Rashida, Ping, Hedge Fund. Each of us is waiting on our foil Hollowmans now, eh?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, you will trash the spin doctor. Like that's a almost assured thing, but it'll put you down to 0 credits. Go ahead.
I
Do
will.
what you need to do. Trash that spin doctor.
I'll draw. Back to you.
All right.
5 cards in hand.
5 cards in hand. You didn't even have the decency to play an event. Mandatory
I've
draw.
been trying to avoid those.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, I know exactly what I'm going to do here. First click, I'm going to install. Second click. 4, I will play Public Trail.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm tagged.
Yeah, and let's play some Self-Growth Program.
Okay.
Self-Growth Program, I get to add 2 install runner cards to the grip. I wonder which ones they'll be. Bankar can go. So can your Marrow.
My spine!
Your Spine. You've
Okay.
still only taken 2 core.
Yeah, well, I've got a hand size of 3 right now. I can live with this.
Well, you'll probably install the Marrow again.
Yeah.
I am going to name Hardware.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Who would have thought?
That's so mean.
Yeah. And you are tagged, sir.
Yeah. All right. Well. Huh. Okay. Let's do credit, remove tag.
Okay. Smart.
And then a credit, and I owe you some cards.
Sure do.
And those cards will be. How about 1 Banhar?
Nope.
Uh,
I call him Bankar because he's money.
what have I already lost? Okay.
So, I mean, the self-growth program,
Mhm.
not a pleasant thing for you to deal with.
No, it
At least
doesn't
You're not
feel
tagged
good.
anymore.
No. But I probably will be sometime soon. Sure, gamble. Light the fire.
Hmm.
It all hurts. It all hurts. And
Of
Marrow.
course. Oh, and Marrow. Well. All right.
Mm-hmm.
To me,
To you.
that's a mandatory draw.
Yeah, the Nanook mat is for sale by Adam Doyle. I can't remember what website it's on.
I think his own.
It's on
Like
his
it's
own,
a
yeah.
link to another
Yeah, yeah.
site, but I think he has it on his
That must have been where I found it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to spend 1 credit to Seamless Launch,
Okay, you got to spend money to Seamless launch.
advancing this twice. Then I'm going to spend 2 more credits, advance this twice. That's another off-rolled office. Putting me at another 7 credits up, putting me back up to 11 credits with 4 cards in hand,
Okay,
and now on 4 agenda points.
that's fine.
It's fine. There's nothing wrong. I have called Hardware,
Mm-hmm.
and I will continue to do so.
Okay, look what I'm going to draw.
Mhm.
2, 3 credits,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them I'll spend to reinstall Banhar. And then we'll see where things go from here.
Right. Mandatory draw.
I don't care.
What would you? It's okay.
Thank you. We've got the link in chat. That's an affiliate link, right? We're getting cash from this? Okay.
Look, all I know is that the Backroom's boss is on it. And that's kind of all I need.
If there's a way to extract profit from this, we will find it.
We're going to install. Cost 1. We're also going to install. And we're going to install 2 cards in the server, 1 card outside, 2 cards in hand, and the turn goes to you.
And a lot of money.
I have 10 money.
Yeah. So if my calculations are correct, we may have a Hollow Man in there. A Hollow Man who will cost 6 total to put 3 advancement counters on a card for 1 click.
It's true.
I don't know what I can do about this, but let me think about it.
Maybe you can do a lot of things about this.
Maybe I can do all sorts of things about it.
I have continued to name hardware.
Interesting. And are you happy with this?
Yeah.
Because Banhard's going to stay on HQ.
I figured as much.
And sometimes you have to play to win.
Sometimes you got to play to win.
Pick 1.
He's going even deeper into the tank, folks.
Stushka
Yeah.
for 2.
Well, how many cards do you have in hand? Big 2, huh? Well, I'm not going to use the advancement token here. So the run's initiated on HQ.
What, number 1? Okay.
You can have your labor rights
In
back.
hell.
And
Well,
your sure gamble. Oh boy, not even a steel skin.
no. Please sabotage
The
4.
the Chuch King is on its way. Is that what I want to do, Kurt?
Is that what you want to do?
You're in a very good position. 1.
Mm-hmm.
2. Then 2 off the top.
Damn. Also, knowing what kind of agendas you have in this deck, I might not be able to steal almost anything.
Well, we'll see.
But damn it, I'm going to try. Because second click, I'm going to run archives.
Well, I have no protection on archives.
We've got a wraparound, Digital Life, a Gatekeeper, another Rashida, Self-Growth. Okay, all right. There you go.
We whiff deep dives.
Yep. Draw.
Yeah.
Draw. Back to you.
All right. Well, we still have a 3 hand size, so that's fine.
I don't have to discard a gosh darn thing.
Well, at the end of your turn, I'm going to res a Spin Doctor
I see.
to draw 2 cards. And then I am going to, on my turn, mandatory draw.
Okay.
All right. That Spin Doctor is going to fling himself off a cliff.
That's 2 Spin Doctors removed from the game now?
That's 2 Spin Doctors removed from the game. There's the Spin Doctor. And what else are we going to pull from here? Let's get a seamless launch.
All right.
File those in here. Let you have that. All right.
I haven't seen it yet. Not again. But I suspect.
Click 1. We're gonna go here. Click 2. We're gonna go here.
No!
And click 3. We're gonna do the Andre special.
Draw last click.
Draw last click. Your go.
Honestly, it's really unfair of me to have ever suggested that is the main thing he does, but
It isn't the main thing.
every time I see it,
It's the Andre special because you're not supposed to do it.
Right.
Andre is constantly
He's-
saying, "Don't do that."
he tells me every time I go to the YouTube channel, the Metropole Grid,
Look, I almost wore my Metropole Grid shirt today until I realized that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's Valor stealing, right? Like,
And what t-shirt are you wearing today, John?
I'm wearing a National Film Board of Canada t-shirt.
Damn right. All right, my turn.
I have a filial right to wear this shirt.
Okay. Quick one. Gonna draw. You know what? It's gonna take three credits.
3 credits it is.
3 credits.
My turn?
It is.
Well, I have a mandatory draw. Not what I want to bother doing.
If I were watching the TV right now, I could see what you're about to flip over.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is it?
Well, I assume that you're not going to cheat.
That's a dangerous assumption. I will find a way. There's mirrors behind you.
Wouldn't put it past
The producer.
the producer. Well, if there's one thing that I've learned in this life,
Oh, here we go. Story time with John.
it's to remove the ability of my opponent to make war. I'll res a Hollow Man.
Okay.
I will spend a click to advance this card 3 times and score tomorrow's headline.
Oh.
We're tagged.
Okay. Then what happens?
Then I'm going to play Self-Growth Program
Mm-hmm.
to bounce both of those.
Okay. Interesting. My tongue. It's in my mouth again. No, my tongue is in my hand. The surgeon's messed up.
And then I am going to install.
Okay.
And here I will say event.
What a funny thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. May I see that archives again?
Of course. There's a lot of cards here.
It's not going to tell me anything I don't know, I think.
Zeroth Maxima, these mysterious and handsome strangers that you see before you don't need to be strangers. One of them is internet celebrity Patrick Sklar.
That's true. I'm a bit of a celebrity.
You're like an L grade celebrity. But it's okay, because I'm Q grade.
Okay, yeah. No, you're a bigger celebrity than me. Don't say that.
Absolutely not.
Okay. I accept then. Thank you.
I know how many people watch the Metropole Grid.
All right. That might be the game.
Might be. It's a chance.
And what can I even do about that? Is my question for myself.
Essa's having a time.
This is having a time.
I will remind you that you're tagged.
Yeah.
Which may or may not matter. Might. I spent that click. Not good at the click trackings. Look, there's one thing I can say about Neon Static folks is that they are on the ball when it comes to using their click trackers, and I am not, because I don't usually use them.
1-2, credit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you how terrible it is that you bounced Ghost Tongue back to hand.
Because you had the sure gamble.
I have a sure gamble in hand. Play that for 4 more.
2 for me. Thanks, Azmari.
Last, I will remove the tag. Almost forgot about that. And I do owe you a card. That card will be the Ghost Tongue.
Mandatory draw.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick. It is always a pleasure.
No, not
With you.
not like that. No.
We'll just advance and score Project Beal. Kind of wish that I had this previously, because then I could have just gone for 3 points. But
Yeah. Good game.
good game.
Good game.
It's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, Digene, it was.
Yep. Technically, I have 7 or 8 agenda points now.
Yeah, and I think I have to concede. I'm going to let you have it.
Okay.
I'm going to be gracious and I think allow you to have this.
What a magnanimous gesture.
I don't want to stretch this out. We're on stream. We're trying to be friendly with each other. We're best friends.
So you are, I will admit this, you were incredibly unlucky with your sabotage.
That's fine. I expected this to be a lot of 3-pointers, so I was surprised by the number of 2-pointers I saw. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of sense. I could have been more aggressive. Oh, look at that. Better citizen program. Gross. We don't need to go through this whole rigmarole. Oh, God.
It's just bull.
Okay, cool. One thing that I saw you do, you use self-growth program to add Banhar and Ghost Tongue back to my hand.
Yes.
You could have trashed Banhar.
Yes.
And that would have been my last Banhar.
It's true, and I considered that, but I also knew that I wanted to have the credits to win.
Fair.
I didn't have a whole lot.
And if I'd been running more aggressively, you might have been a little bit too...
My assumption was that if you played the Banhar, then at that point, I could at least protect, because you couldn't... I don't think you were going to be able to get through here anyway. Right. But if I bounce it to your hand and you played it, that gives me a turn.
Yeah.
And since I had the win, I decided that it was better to just bounce it because of the credits. But I was absolutely doing it. Every time an SS sabotages with a spin dart on the table, I'd hate to lose.
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to flesh out a spin doctor. And then I didn't end up sabotaging a whole lot after that happened.
My spin doctor was at the very bottom, if that makes you feel any better.
It does.
The last one. But this deck does not run Degree Mill.
Oh, okay.
I have the Beals in here. Because I'm curious, because look, Degree Mill is great, but Degree Mill also sucks in that when somebody gets it, I didn't know what deck you were bringing today. And if you were bringing a deck that involves playing so many cards that you don't care to have things bounce back to your hand, that's a 3-pointer that I get no benefit from.
Yep.
So I was trying the Beals out because with Hollow Man, I can still get my 3-pointers, right? It worked for me this time. I'm not sure if it would always work.
Yeah. This deck definitely would not have liked a Degree Mill.
No.
Because a lot of my cards, I go through great pain to install in the first place.
Are you on Fermenter?
Yeah, there's a couple of Fermenters in here too.
No.
But it's largely a get Ghost Tongue out and then mostly events. But it was not seeing my events. Surely I could have drawn more, but
I kind of wonder whether you got unlucky with that first running hot.
Losing that, you mean?
Yeah, because I think that you just needed to start stacking on more sabotage.
Probably could have, yeah.
Just lifting that out, because running hot is an easy way to get me to throw more things into my beloved archives, which I never protected.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandomated. Thanks for the follow.
Hey.
But yeah, I also got lucky in that I drew the Spin Doctors when I needed the Spin Doctors. Like it's a deck that I think was relatively resilient against what you were playing, but
probably. But I had fun, and like I do with most games of Netrunner, I learned valuable lessons.
Valuable lessons never show up to the back room.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thanks for having me. Dinner was lovely. I'm going to be heading out.
That's it, huh?
Yanks this off the table, smashes the camera.
You do have the Adam Doyle playmat. Sorry, the Adam S. Doyle.
You're right, but I had this when I started. What I also had when I started was a victory in my mind, and that was denied from me.
You might still get one. All right.
Netrunner is a game where we show each other our IDs, and then one of us groans in misery. Okay. I'm going to have fun dismantling your werewolf.
If that's what I'm playing. But you think I play werewolf all the time? I do, on Sundays over at another channel. Twitch.tv/RPG Clinic.
Whoa, sorry, what's going on? Do you play an RPG called Werewolf?
I play an RPG called Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Who do you play with? Do you play on your own?
I play with the members of RPG Clinic, who are Kate, Scott, and Liz. And I am very happy that I get a chance to do that on Sundays. But
is there a link in chat? Damn right there is.
Thank you, Brandomated. It's kind of you to say.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to check out what we've got here. I guess I get to start with more things.
Lovely. I'm going to pile shuffle this one.
Pile shuffle.
What's your favorite werewolf tribe, John?
No, I'm the one who's running the game. I'm not allowed to have favorites. What? I'm allowed? I like Silent Striders.
Okay.
Like Silent Striders, although if I had to pick one for myself, I know this might be stereotypical, but I would definitely be a Glasswalker.
What is our producer's favorite tribe?
Oh, we don't ask questions.
I should not have asked the question of the boss. That was my mistake.
The boss is currently playing a Bonar. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's the boss's favorite.
Is that like a detective novel on a boat? Boat noir? That's the kind of quality humor we get here, folks.
All right. I will
cool, Daijin.
Draw my 5.
We do have to do Vampire Rivals again.
Yes.
That
Vampire Rivals again will be... And yeah, they did add Werewolf, which would be pretty cool. Metropole Grid Secret Vampire Admirer.
I'm going to mulligan this.
Right. I am... It's gone. I will also mulligan. I just think they're neat.
We all excited to see that new Wolfman movie?
Why don't you bring this potato? It's pretty big.
Just think they're neat.
Just think they're neat. You mean the spiritual successor to Nosferatu, which will be Werewolf?
What?
I think that's already... I thought I saw that was announced.
Oh, was it? Okay,
Yeah.
I was talking about an actual movie. Is there not a new Wolfman movie? Maybe, you know what? Maybe we should save this for our other stream, movie talk,
Ah, yes.
and mandatory draw. Ooh,
But what if I want to mulligan twice? I have to look.
this is so much worse. I haven't had worse, in fact. All right, but I can work with this.
I believe in you. See, I also have no idea about the flavor of op that you're playing right now, so
Install,
it's the scary part. Yeah.
Audacity,
Okay.
to advance it twice,
You just
and then advance it once more. So why am I taking it from here? I should be taking it from here. Yeah, so advance it once,
Yeah.
and Audacity for 2 more. Now score it.
Okay.
Eminent Domain. By the way, this is Beeblum's op. I think the one they're running on CBI, or at least reasonably enough. Going to look through my deck for a card and res it without paying any of these ding-dang costs.
Is that going to be an archer?
It's going to be an archer, and I'm going to put it on a remote server. Got to start young. Got to start them early.
Fact.
If you want them to be Olympic-level archers, get them out on turn 1.
Fact. All right, well,
Like that?
he has sacrificed his entire hand to throw a 1-point agenda in and to just get an archer out. And that, my friends, is enough to make somebody sad. All right.
Wait, so the Wolfman movie coming out soon is connected to Nosferatu? I didn't realize this. Okay,
Start with a prepaid voice pad.
cool.
One of the things that I hate about these sorts of decks is that you often have to go low right away. Bark of inspiration. Okay.
Is that your best Nosferatu impression?
No, haven't seen the film.
Okay.
Wouldn't be able to tell you.
You'd be a great Count Orlok, and I mean that insultingly.
There's that werewolf that you were talking about.
Dang it.
Lobisamem gets installed. It is now time for me to say that this is a modified version of our good friend Diogenes'
Oh.
deck we played just recently at the Circuit Breaker Invitational. But it is modified. But I thought some of these things were cool. That was done with it. So the Lobi comes out. Funnily enough, not the one I wanted this time around.
That's too bad. This is sometimes a code gate.
It is sometimes. It's a sometimes food.
It's a sometimes code gate. Let's just see how expensive it is to break. Real quick. Yeah. 1, 2, 6 credits to break an archer. That's not bad.
6 credits for an archer is not terrible, but it is not a price that I want to pay all that much. All right, so we've done that. We will.
Hey, Aragwen.
Oh, we'll diesel.
Okay. Always draw a third click.
Will, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that was at least useful.
I'm happy for you.
We'll drop a telework contract.
Okay. On me?
I will finish the turn with 4 cards in hand.
Okay. Mandatory draw.
Yep.
Quick 1 draw. Quick 2 draw.
He draws cards.
Quick 3 on R&D.
Throwing it right down on R&D. Awesome. Prepaid voice pad comes big.
Yes.
My turn?
Please.
All right, well. Click 1. Let's continue guzzling energy drink. We'll diesel. Click 2. Let's. Well, should probably pull some of the telework contract, right? So
Quick 2, money from telework.
we'll get money from the telework. Click 3.
Yes.
Let's. Click 3. I'm gonna.
Quick 3 is usually the most pivotal click in any runner's turn.
It's
We really want to think this one through.
dirty laundry. And we're going to initiate a run on HQ. It's a border control. Which, you know, the choice.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll. We'll drop a creative commission.
Okay.
To you.
Mandatory draw.
Finishing the turn on 4 cards and 11 credits.
Quick 1 draw.
Mm-hmm.
Two draw.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 install. Back to you.
Sawing right in there, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's where it's going to live for a while. Whatever it may be.
All right. I don't have to like it.
Unfortunately, you legally do.
I have to like it. All right, click 1. Let's pinhole thread. I'm going to go right here into archives. But instead, I'm going to access that card behind that archer.
When you're on your way into that archives, I'm going to do something real quick.
Okay.
I'm just going to res Spin Doctor real quick.
Res a Spin Doctor. Okay.
Draw some cards. I'm going to remove from the game.
Pop it.
Shuffle 1 face down, back in.
Mm-hmm. And then Audacity.
And then Audacity.
All right. Well, I'll see the other cards in archives. Then.
That's right. You see Rielle and 2 extracts.
Cool.
Shuffle these.
Spin Doctor. All right. Well, then
I know I've got to be trash talking more.
Didn't have to run through the archer to see that at least, so I'll call that a win.
Okay.
That was my first click.
It's nice that you can call anything a win. It helps, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know what else I can call a win? The last game.
Our first game. No, obviously, I kind of like. I slowly tossed that ball over the net for you to.
It's okay. Sometimes I know how to handle an alley-oop. Second click, I'll draw.
Mm-hmm.
Third click.
Yes, John.
I will draw. And for my fourth click, I will silver contract.
Okay.
And I'll pass the turn.
And
I
free
have
draw.
5 cards in hand. Gotta get rich somehow.
Going to install.
Mm.
Going to install.
Mm.
Gonna take credit back to you.
That pinhole threading looks pretty nice right about now.
Yeah, would have.
Yeah. I'll regenerate my prepaid voice pad.
Mm-hmm.
Turn comes to me, and the first thing that I'm gonna do. Oh, this is charged, right?
It comes into play
with the
powered up a little bit.
So we'll throw that on there.
For what it's worth.
For what it's worth a lot to me. I will spark. Zzz. I wonder what this is gonna find.
All right.
Fuck! Damn it! There's the pinhole threading.
Oh, it's right on top.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
fun.
Yeah.
Couple of harmonies. I like that. 3 harmonies. Cool. We're going through the whole deck, folks. We do whip deep dives.
There's a few
Yeah, okay.
cards
And daily cast
coming. There's the Orca.
All right. 2 great arts that look great together.
It's true. Cat Shen. Alt arts in foil. I am not upset. They look pretty sweet.
Look at Andre being so humble there. Oh, I had no idea that you needed 50 followers. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You know what? It's okay. I am a Patreon supporter of the Metropolitan Grid. You know what? Best investment I ever made in Netrunner.
Wow.
Yeah. Kill him with kindness.
Can't remember if I am or not.
If you're not, you are in
Uh-oh. I
good
might not
company.
be. Oh, no. Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
Got that. Right, so there was the spark. The Orca is sitting pretty. All right, now how much does it cost to get through an archer if I use this?
Does it
4.
cost you? Oh, okay.
It would cost me only 4.
Mhm.
So better space.
That's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
Legally, I cannot say that's nothing.
For 1, let's play Into the Depths. Running here.
All right. Well, you know what to do with an archer.
I will spend 4, which will also charge my werewolf.
Okay. On your way in,
Mm-hmm.
Spin Doctor.
Yeah.
Draw 2. And I'll use that Spin Doctor to collect some things, an Rielle and an Extract.
Sure. I assume that my run is successful.
It is successful.
Okay, well, I'll gain 4.
Wow. It's like you have a trick shot
It's
in almost every way,
it
but
hurts. My beloved Tertia.
Oh,
It's
no.
okay. The card had to die.
The card had to die so the
Yeah.
game could live. Do you want to cut?
It's fine. I won my tournament off trick shot. It did its job. Let's have a look.
The virus.
All right. Well, that purges, and I will trash though.
Do we have a purge animation? Okay. All right, let's trash it.
All right. That was my second click. That's 1 trip through the arc.
Sorry to call it for an animation we didn't have ready.
Third click. Let's draw.
Sorry to then hang a lampshade on that.
And then 4th click. Let's play Hannah, and I'll pass the turn to you.
Okay. Mando.
3 cards.
Quick one, I'm going to hedge fund.
Mm-hmm. I like honking. You like honking.
We all
honk.
have enjoyed a good honk.
Yep.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I don't know, actually. No, that's okay.
Hey. We do have a goose sitting in this room.
Oh, sorry, I'm being gestured to, but for a goose, yes.
Yeah.
The goose is undeniable. And the goose is cooked.
Is it? Oh, that's less good.
Install.
That
Second
serves,
click.
that serves a pain in the ass now.
Install. And how about I toss it on back to you?
If you wish.
I do.
Very kind.
I know. I am very kind. People say so all the time.
My prepaid voice pad gets stronger. All right. Let's see. Now, the problem with this deck is that if you're playing Op, then it's also very likely that you could be playing such cards as SDS, and that would make me annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
But we do what we can.
And what's your recursion in this deck?
Oh, I've got some. I will bravado. R&D.
He's bravadoing, folks.
R&D, not...
Oh, so I'm so sorry.
your
Yeah,
remote.
you're right. Nope. The bravado was here. I got so confused. Should have been looking at the screen the whole time. I'll res Sandstone.
Do. Is it strength 5?
Strength 5.
Well, it's going to cost a couple of bucks.
It's gonna cost a couple bucks.
It's going to cost me 5. I will pay it. It's going to cost this, but I will get it back.
It's gonna cost one of the power counters.
Oh, no, it's not, because it's a code gate. What am I saying? However, it will charge because it is... If I pass it, that's going to put 1 on the bravado.
Okay.
And let's see.
1 card.
Yes, please. I will trash that.
That makes a lot of sense. My only signed Rashida. I didn't want to overburden the artist when I met him and asked for him to only sign 1. Because that's how nice I am.
You are a nice fella.
People say so all the time.
Let's go have a look at HQ.
Okay.
So we're running HQ.
We're running HQ.
A really big queue. Yeah, let's roll a die.
That's right. Yeah, let's roll a die and I'm
Okay.
gonna shuffle that again.
Yeah. Trojan horse. Gross.
All you need to know is it says trash program. We don't need to think about how expensive it would be for me to trash a program.
Well, that is pretty gross. Let's see archives.
Oh, interesting. Archives is
Other
empty.
archives.
And then what's gonna happen?
I'm
Hannah,
gonna torch Hannah to get another click,
what's happening?
and we'll deep dive.
Okay.
But we whiff deep dives.
All right. I'm now gonna reveal 8 cards.
Oh, it's 2 strength for $1. You're right. Sorry, it cost me 3, not 5. Thank you.
What's going on over here?
Yeah, I know, right?
Whose side are you on?
You know what? Side of justice.
Oh, I see. Yeah. What does that make me? The anti-justice?
No, it makes
Actually,
me being the anti-justice because I'm the one who counted wrong.
Okay. Let's go get 8 cards.
8 cards, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We really do whiff deep dives.
We do whiff deep dives, folks. Now, which of these would you like to access? Some of these are still worth access.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy, he's having a hard time. Okay, well, can we do technical difficulties, but leave the mic on because that's funny?
Yeah, we're gonna. You've used 2 spin doctors already?
Yeah.
Well, there goes your 3rd. No.
Do you want to use a
I'm
click?
not gonna use a click.
Okay.
That seems a poor choice of things.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts.
Aw,
I'm not gonna lie.
that's
hurts
so sad.
No, I bet you feel badly. And if that's an AZF, I'll be screwed. So I will draw for my last click, and I'll pass the turn.
Want to cut? John, well,
2 cards in hand for me.
I'm so disappointed that you drew. How funny would it be? Because I am going to, I'll seamless this one.
Yeah.
Put 2 on this one, advance it once.
Yep.
It is Azmari. I'll be trashing.
You should gamble in a dirty laundry.
I'll be trashing the Sandstone. Look, I'll go looking for a 2-cost card,
Sure.
and then I got one more quick left after that.
Sure do. The deep dive probably wasn't a smart plan anyway. He screwed up, folks. Forgot about the existence of AZF protocol.
Okay. So the way I'm doing AZF is kind of wrong.
Yeah.
I trash the 3-cost card. Arella goes into the server.
Okay.
Then Azmari is scored, which
Sure.
triggers Arella.
Sure.
You want to cut?
You.
And what card shall go into that server?
I needed those cards.
This one will go in with a freebie.
Yep. So he's on 3. I successfully deep dive and I get nothing. It's fine.
You okay, bud?
Yeah.
Okay, bud.
Is it my turn?
No, I've got one more quick one.
Yeah. You do what you have to, man.
Just thinking. Just hanging out and thinking.
Yeah, think this.
We're on stream. You can't just say that. You can't just say something like that.
I can say a lot of things. It doesn't mean that it's right.
I'll take a credit. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
I see.
The pressure of having a turn is too much.
4 cards in hand to my 0.
4 cards in hand.
All right. Well, this is going to be an interesting turn. Let me tell you. Click 1, draw. Click 2, draw. Click 3, draw. Click 4. Let's overclock into this server.
Overclock into that server, huh? Well, it's a pain. It's cost you that. Yeah, I'll res the border control here.
Oh, that sucks. Well...
Whale.
You have no credits, though.
I've got no credits, and that is a problem.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna spend all the credits to get through. And you can decide what to do with that.
Pop this.
It's popped.
Look for a 3-cost card.
And that ends the run.
That's your last quick.
That was my last click.
Hemovirus.
Interesting.
Do you want to cut?
May I see Hemovirus for a second?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I have a feeling this is going to be bad.
I'm using it. I'm going to be using it for an instant speed
Yeah.
install of a 2-cost thing.
Yep.
Is the idea.
That's what I was anticipating. All right. I have 5 credits, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. All mandatory draw.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pop a virus to purge, and then looking for a 2-cost card.
Yep. Something that'll get you some credits.
Yeah. Regolith.
Yep.
If you want to cut, you may.
Yep. I'm good.
I'm just going to use a die. It's my skull dice to represent the credits on that. And then I got to do
You have all your delicious... You could stack it with your 3 counts, and you don't. You took out your 3 counts.
I took out my 3 cards to put the dice in.
I see. You do what you have to.
Okay, I'm sensing a bit of...
There's no hostility on this end.
Not in this deck.
Yes.
Okay. So if I just leave that on the table, then you'll run it, and that sucks. But I could
Trash it.
take money.
You have 1... in terms of the amount of clicks that you have.
I've not spent a click. Quick one, I'll take 3 credits from it.
Sure.
I'm gonna use.
Yeah. If only you had your the nice 3 credit.
I'm sorry,
tokens.
I just don't use them as much as the other ones.
I use them all the time.
And I use these
Look at my
dice.
telework contracts. It's right. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, Kate, I didn't want you to see that. Sorry, producer.
Boss sees all.
Then my next 2 clicks, I'm going to advances and score.
Mm-hmm.
Above the law, I'm going to trash your job.
It's my job.
Rielle will trigger, installing this with a free advancement token on it. And now it's your turn once more.
All right. Well, not how I wanted that to go.
Oh, I don't care. I guess you're probably saying that for the stream, because I don't really benefit.
Yeah. At this point now, you're on 5 points and I'm on 0. It looks an awful lot like the previous game we played, except now the tables are turned.
They haven't. That would mess up the rigging. If you want to deep dive, like I'm trying to make that easy for you.
You are. It is true. Click 1, roll draw.
Okay.
Click 2. HQ.
HQ.
Yep. Thimble rig.
Thimble rig. The gorgeous Scotty Minga
It's
thimble rig
true.
art. I love that art.
Click 3. HQ.
There's no deep dive that cares how many times you went on HQ.
Well,
You thinking this is loaded with SDSs?
is it Trojan Horse? Click 4.
Shuffle this out.
We'll play a Harmony in Art Therapy.
Nice. C'est à moi?
So I'm getting
Oh,
back.
yeah. Sorry, I'll let you take care of that.
Hannah.
Okay.
Bravado.
Fair.
Sure Gamble. Deep Dive.
Hmm.
And Creative Commission. Or no, Dirty Laundry. Your turn.
Okay. Mandatory draw. Take 9.
Yeah, it seems like a smart plan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The ever distrustful Patrick Sklar cutting my deck every single time.
It's nothing to do with trust. It has to do with how much I believe that you would. Oh, sorry, that's trust. It has to do with trust. It's not a trust operation, though. That's not in this deck. I can name Netrunner cards all day, bud. You got to take your turn. I'm just going to keep on naming cards.
Quick one. Let's go with CR&D. I will steal that. I am going to steal it. I'll let
Okay.
you,
maybe this is the turn you win. But you do have to trash one of your. You have to voluntarily trash one of those.
SDS,
That's an SDS.
drone
It's
development.
3 points.
Deployment. Sorry, it's the werewolf
I see.
that goes. Is that I have to? Oh, I choose. What am I doing? No. Goodbye, whale. Click 2 R&D. Steal.
Oh no!
It's an eminent domain.
You're at 4 points.
I am at 4 points.
Well,
Click 3. You know it. That stays. Click 4. I'll play a Stone Shift Chart Room. Pass the turn.
cool. Android draw. One of these, huh? Quick one. Gonna use Regolith to gain 3 credits.
Yep.
I will go looking for a 1-cost card now that Regolith has been trashed by my hand. I've got a couple of these in here.
1 card in hand for me.
Yeah. If I had an Audacity and an Oziev, I woulda. This. Let's put the tithe on R&D.
Sure.
Put the tithe on R&D. No, put the tithe here.
Yep. Seems like a smarter plan.
I'm gonna give this a little shuffle-roo.
You're good.
Cost me 1, thank you.
Told you the boss
What
is always
side are
watching.
you on, boss? Okay. Install something on R&D.
Sure.
Install a mystery card on HQ.
Sure.
And then I'll let you take your pathetic little turn.
I'm gonna use the Stone Ship right away. To draw 2. Then
Hey, gyroscopic.
do not like this, Sam I am. Do not like this in a truck.
But there's good in this world.
It's there! Press X to doubt.
3 clicks, folks.
We're getting 3 credits,
Okay.
and then we're going to run last click on R&D.
Yeah, think about this.
Yeah.
You have 7.
I have 7 credits. 3 cards in hand.
No res. Access?
Yes, please. Stays.
Damn right it does.
It's all you.
Okay. Mandatory draw.
Yeah. That game?
No, it isn't. I wish it were. Would that it were so simple.
Seeing as how we now know that you have an Audacity in hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Quick one draw.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere I go, I see his face.
Still on HQ.
None of that's getting picked up by these mics.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'll scream into them next time. Sorry. First click was install.
Yeah.
I think I paid 1 for that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
Yep.
Thank you. Install here, paying 1,
Another install.
and I will take a credit back to you.
Very well. Click 1. It's going to be a Harmony AR therapy.
I see.
Well, let's go get my whale back, along with a Spark of Inspiration, a Creative Commission, a Dirty Laundry, and a Overclock.
I know a lot of people, this isn't true when they say it, but I really actually don't need harmony therapy. I'm perfect the way I am.
Well, here's the thing.
What's that?
I fucking do.
Oh no.
like a lot.
Now, our boss said we can't swear in the first hour and a half of the stream.
Hour and a half. Oh boy.
I have no idea how long I've been here. I entered a fugue state and I forgot.
Oh, now he does.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, now that I've called you out.
Now it's a power shot.
I am not in any way look, here's one thing that I will say for you out there.
All right.
Get used to cutting people's decks, because when you're in a tournament, just always cut the deck. Even if you're being friendly, just always cut the deck. It's easier. It's easier on everybody.
Boss, do we have a more you know GIF to play across the screen, or?
Next time.
Ah, dang. Okay.
Click 2, I'll draw. Click 3, I'm going to play a stone ship.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use that stone ship right
Sure.
away.
The dangers of deep running.
And then last click, I will 6 credits.
A gentleman's 6,
Gentlemen's
held
six.
by not a gentleman.
Ouch. But
I know that's
fair.
I mean, I think we both know, but it was rude of me to say so.
Credit. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
4 cards in hand.
And Troy draw. And now I believe I win.
Oh, there it is.
Install.
Audacity.
Audacity.
Yeah.
Advance. 2 points. Bring me to 7.
Gonna do it. Just got my whale back.
I know. I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah.
Good game, though.
Good game.
That was an Oziev protocol that was the last agenda. Sorry. Thank you very much. Yeah. How are you thinking? How are you feeling?
Well, I know that this deck's not well positioned against yours. With the amount of rig shooting that you have, it is difficult. Whiffing a deep dive isn't going to help either.
Now,
But
I have the SDSs, of course.
mhm.
Trojan Horse, I was holding on to it. The chances of it working were very low. Trojan Horse says, like, Trace, I have to beat you by an amount.
You have to beat me by 8 to
8
trash the
plus
whole,
your other credit. Like,
or
it
10.
would be very, very
your
pricey for me to even try to trash one of your cards. So I there is some rig shooting, but yeah, if you're only relying on 2 different programs, then an SDS is really going to mess up half your rig.
Yeah. But, I mean, the Harmony AR therapy is actually, that's the recursion in this deck.
Yeah.
I
don't mind it.
It doesn't run Simulchip, but at least this kind of gets back in, so then I can try to spark my way back in. There's an Anakin. Okay, so the Anakin are all together.
Yeah, I like that. You can Harmony AR your program back in, and then you play Spark.
Yeah.
And no matter where it got shuffled into your deck, you will find it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, which is not bad, but it's against your deck. It is definitely a thing. What I was kind of hoping for is that I just Hail Mary into a 3-pointer and get it once I scored those 4 points off the top of R&D.
That was a scary turn.
It was, but it was not quite scary enough.
Do you have 2 or 3 deep dives in your deck?
3.
Okay. I mean, my first turn was very scary.
So yeah, walk me through that. It's a choice.
I didn't love my hand. I mean, I had useful stuff, but it was stuff that would be useful in a bit, in like a turn or 2. And in the meantime, I had an Eminent, and the thing you do in this deck is you play Eminent and you get a free Archer. And so I just thought I'll give myself a head start. Yes, I lost an agenda into Archives. You didn't run it, and I was grateful for that. Thank you. But it just felt like the right choice because I just got set up that much quicker. And if you're going for that kind of deck, I know that I have a timer on me, which is when you get set up, things get dangerous for me.
Yeah.
The faster I can start moving, the better.
Yeah. The SDS didn't end up... It made it so that now I could no longer access your server properly, right? And Archer is going to stop me. I have no other way around it.
Yeah,
I have to
true.
have an Orca in play if it's the second server in. But your density was such that I don't know if I would have been able to just luck sack my way into a win. I think I had to control the board, and I was a couple of turns too late.
Perhaps, yeah.
To do that.
It is a mix of 1s, 2s, and 3s. I can't remember exactly what the density is. We can look at it if you want.
Yeah, but I was on 4. I needed 3 points.
Yeah, you needed a 3-pointer in ideally 1 click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to make more than 1 run in a turn. The changes that I made, if Diogen's still there, is I removed one of the Missbones. There's still one in here.
Okay.
I took out one Missbones and I added a Bravado. Because I think that, I like Bravado. Just I think it's a stupid good card anyway.
Yeah, if you're already running events and you have event support.
Yeah, but also with the Harmony AR therapy, it's it's another excellent run event that I can pull.
So I have 4 2-pointers, 3 3-pointers, 3 1-pointers. So
yeah,
there's still a chance of you getting a 3-pointer.
There's a chance. I mean, Netrunner's a game of chance, but
indeed,
well, not only chance.
A game of mitigating luck.
I'm point at this Bravado for people who haven't seen it. This is the World's 2022 Bravado with the CN Tower in the background. One of my favorite alt arts.
Also another Adam S. Doyle art.
It's so good. Look, it's sitting right next to Adam S. Doyle's bear.
I'm probably not allowed to say this, but we have Adam S. Doyle art in the upcoming Elevation set. And I think all of it is done. I think some of it is already some people's favorite or second favorite art in the entire set.
Well, I'm a big Adam S. Doyle fan.
Poll. Yeah.
I'm a big Adam S.
Doyle fan. It's not a spoiler to say Adam Doyle has done something interesting or good.
You know what? I'm going to take it as, look, Elevation as a set is going to be around for a while.
Yep.
I mean, this is the set that's replacing System Update. It's going to be in Standard for quite some time. And to know that you've got all the experience that NSG's had from System Gateway right up until now.
Yep.
This is a good time to have a set that's going to be in there for a long time and have the accumulated experience that you've had in design and in narrative and in art. That's kind of why I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because it's a big set, right? It's, I assume, I forget if it's mentioned in the article, but I assume that it's going to have quite a few cards in it.
I don't think we specify in the article how many, but I think that people have said out loud, I think maybe in the Neon Static interview, they said out loud that it will be comparable to a System Update 21.
That's quite a few cards.
That is one of the products that it rotates out. It's quite a few cards. It's not a replacement for every card that we lose, but a lot of the cards we lose are not cards that people will miss. So maybe that's fine.
Are we going to run these back?
What do you want to do?
Let's run them back.
Okay.
Let's go back, face this
Azmari
again.
Yeah, I'll do SA again.
Run it back, play another couple of games, see how we're feeling.
All right.
Unless you would prefer to run. Unless you prefer to Corpion. No.
No, I'm fine with this.
All right.
Let's see how this goes.
Start with my 5.
I'm really glad that people were very receptive of the article. One thing I was kind of self-conscious about going into it was, it was known as Codename Dawn for a while, and that was a name that everyone got used to and really liked. So I'm glad that the article came out, and a lot of people have even said, it doesn't feel like we lost something, or like, it is as good as Dawn or better. To me, it's like, it's got the kind of wordplay I enjoy. You're elevating your game.
It's a thematically rich region, which I like. I like the fact that you're crossing the globe.
Yeah.
I know I have my hopes for it, both as a player and as somebody who's involved in narratives in games. And I'm anxious to see where things are going to go.
Do you want to make some guesses now out loud on recorded video about what will be in Elevation? And then we can revisit those choices.
I think there might be
here we
3
go.
cards that let you steal credits from your opponent. Oh my god.
Folks, he's on to us. Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
I want to see. Okay, so I'm going to less predict what I think is going to be in it, and I'm going to say what I'd like to see, and hopefully I'll be correct. I would like to see at least one runner who is a less than savory character.
Interesting.
It's something that I've missed about Netrunner. Is I like the idea that some runners are not necessarily pure. I would like to see. I'd like to see a card or two that uses the threat mechanic, because I love the threat mechanic, and I think that it's a brilliant way to let the game increase or decrease its. Well, it's always going to increase the stakes as it progresses.
I like it a lot too. When I saw the threat mechanic for the first time as we were getting ready to release the Automata Initiative, I thought, it's such a good idea. How did this not exist before? And it's such a good idea. I feel like it might as well be part of the game forever. It just makes sense.
Hello, hand. Goodbye, hand.
Yeah.
This mulligan is happening.
I'm also going to mulligan this.
I am hoping to see. I'm hoping to see a new side to Shaper. I am a
mechanically.
Yeah, I'm a perennial Shaper player. One might say that I am Shaper pilled.
Yeah,
if I'm using the vernacular of the youth. And I don't hate Shaper like some people do, but at the same time I recognize.
You mean among the people who love Shaper, you don't hate Shaper, unlike the other people? Yeah.
Let's just say that in some recent streams that I've seen, there's been some strong opinions stated about Shaper and how it is. I have heard some people say that Shaper is bad for the game if it's good. Which I don't agree with. But I definitely want to see a new design space for Shaper, because right now it kind of feels like Shaper is either quite strong or it's in the garbage. And I want to see something change so that we can kind of escape from that a little bit. I don't think that that's a hard and fast rule, I should point out. I think that it's been true. I don't think that it's always true, but I think that one of the things that we can do to help that faction is to give it a little more design space and limit perhaps some of its others. How many cards is this?
I'm not sure. I think it's 40 something.
Just it feels bigger than mine.
I don't think it's at 50.
It's around 5 cards.
That's probably above 45, just because of the things that appeal to me about a deck.
That's fair.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So there's my 5.
All right. Good luck, have fun.
So those are some predictions that I'm going to throw out there.
Okay.
Just for you.
Yeah.
And for everyone watching.
What I like about these predictions is they're completely up to interpretation, so you get to win no matter what, I think.
I mean, I get to win because I get to play Netrunner. And I get to really win because I play Netrunner.
No, you're. It's terrible.
This is a mandatory draw.
Go ahead.
All right.
I like playing games with my friends, and I don't want to engage in your negativity.
Click one. Of
Sorry, that was my
draw.
count or lock.
It's a decent counter lock. Click 2.
Producer being rude in the chat.
Click 2. I'm gonna play your digital life for a net gain of 4.
Wow. It's like a hedge fund.
No, this is like a hedge fund.
Oh, wow.
Honk.
Okay.
And I will name.
Yeah, that's the thing about Azmari. You've learned.
This one's a little different.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's just easy to say event and then walk away.
You just keep it at event,
And
yeah.
just never deal with it. Thing is, you do like to play your hardwares. I will say hardware,
Okay.
and I'll pass the turn to you.
Quick one draw.
Crim is definitely not always in the garbage. There was a time where Crim was ascendant. It has not been recently.
Yeah, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Andy Sucker. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Let's gamble.
Yeah, I like gambling.
It's 1, 2. Let's see. 3. Gotta do it to you.
You gotta do it to me.
Testushka.
That's super fair. Okay. What are we gonna do here?
Yeah. We'll get Aaron Moron back. 4 off the top, huh?
4 off the top.
4 on the floor.
Yep.
And last click, I'm going to. How about I run archives?
Sure.
Let's just get in there before a spin doctor comes in and helps out.
You can get it tomorrow's headline.
Oh, that's too bad because I ran last click.
That's true. Ping, F2P, and seamless launch
Cool.
are what's left. Thing is, you don't have anything installed,
Yeah, and I think I have a good idea about what your tag punishment is. So
so I don't know
Feeling-
if you're actually all that badly
fine.
off.
What was that you got?
I stole a tomorrow's headline. Exactly. So I took a tag at the end of my turn. That's one of the worst times to take it.
But if there was ever a time to take it, it's now.
Yeah. The second best time was yesterday.
Mandatory draw. Click 1, I'm going to draw. Click 2, I'm going to drop that there.
Okay.
And click 3, I'm going to drop this here.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn to you. It is still hardware.
Click 1, I will install Dr. Nuka.
Sure.
Doc. 2, I'm gonna use the doctor.
Yeah.
Draw 3 cards. If there'd been another Testushka in here, I would have been so happy.
That would have been pretty cool.
Um,
And there is! Will elevation make me better at playing Crim? Yes, because you'll play more Netrunner.
yeah. It will, because you won't have crutches like Doof.
And 419.
Yeah.
And Amakua.
3, I'll just get rid of this tag while I'm thinking about it.
Sure, that sounds like
Might
a
as
small
well
plan.
not be tagged anymore.
Yeah, why would you want to be tagged?
I don't enjoy being tagged. And lastly, I'm going to raindrops cut stone, but I'm going to do it on R&D,
Sure.
which means I won't be gaining much.
So we're running on R&D.
Yeah. Let's just see the top of R&D.
Make sure that everyone else can see it.
Let's make sure that everyone else can see.
That
I'm gonna-
sucks.
Yoink, it's a off-road office.
It's off-road.
I discovered your plans to outsource your labor to the moon.
Yep. And that's 4 agenda points for you. To me, mandatory draw. I will install.
Okay.
I will advance once. The card that was in original.
This is madness.
And I will advance again.
Okay.
And that's turn.
Click on I'm going to use Dr. Nuka.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
And are you still calling hardware?
That's hardware indeed.
Okay.
Suck it up.
Come on, man.
Buttercup.
Why do I take this?
Yeah, there's Bankar.
There's a Banhart.
Oh, Bankar because he's money. I made that joke already. But you might not have tuned in until then.
I'll do a running hot.
Yeah.
So I give myself a core damage.
And that's Sabotage 2 for me. The fermenter.
That's too bad.
Alright. That's gonna be a couple of cards for me.
Draw a
right?
replacement, and then you that. Meanwhile, I gain back
2 cards off
some
the top.
clicks. So I'm back to 4 clicks, basically.
Yep.
Now I've got to do some thunking.
I like to thunk. He's got so many clicks. Not a lot of credits. I have a bunch.
Quick one, I will check HQ.
Well, click.
Quick, sorry, quick. One of my new quick ones.
Yeah, click 4. There you go. It's a self-growth program that you've seen.
I will take 2 credits.
Yeah. Is that a sure gamble that I see in your eyes?
Not even.
Is it a marrow?
No, it's not even a marrow.
Ghost tongue?
No, it's not even a ghost tongue.
Butt for?
What's a butt for?
For pooping, silly. No, it's juvenile.
No. Last click. I don't want to have to discard 2 cards. That feels so bad. Probably fine.
It's just 2 credits, man. It's just 2 credits.
I know. I don't want to give you 2 credits.
Surgery on yourself.
Yeah, I'll sandwich it.
Yeah, it's
And
2
I know your
credits for
card.
me.
That card will be a buzzsaw.
Buzzsaw. Then I have a man.
Buzzsaw is ready.
Buzzsaw is ready. We're going to advance twice. And we're going to score a Better Citizen program.
Oh,
The
one thing I didn't want to happen.
Yeah, the first time you play Run Event or install an Icebreaker each turn, you get a tag.
Okay.
And I have one.
Wish I had
left.
installed that buzzsaw.
Well,
Yeah.
with 1 click remaining,
Cards do belong in the trash. They're better than
I will install.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pass the turn to you. I now name
Do you have? I have put out all my
hardware.
No. Okay. Quick one. I'll spend 1.
I'm going to assume you put that here.
Yeah. Where there's ice,
Yeah,
there's
where
Banhar.
Yeah.
On a running hot, take another
Sure.
core damage.
Oof. How
You
many of these can I afford to lose? That's a steel skin, so draw your 2.
Cards.
So having discarded the steel skin, which lets you draw 2, I am
Then
getting sabotaged.
I'm gaining 3 clicks, which I'll arrange like that.
Yep. One.
Cool.
One off the top.
Mhm.
Here you go.
Gross. Gross, and I don't like it at all.
Why would you?
Quick one of the new clicks. Draw a card.
Mhm. Cards don't always belong in the trash, Game of Droids.
2. I'm gonna spend 2.
Sometimes they're trick shot.
We're gonna dirty laundry R&D.
Sure.
And I will take a tag. I know.
Yep. So run initiated on R&D.
Keep it. Make some money off the dirty laundry.
Yep.
6. So,
So you are tagged.
I am tagged, yeah. I just want to make sure. So the clause of this, is that like run event and program are like combined into one clause?
I think you can only get the one tag.
I won't get one tag. That's better.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a run event, and then when you first install an icebreaker, you also get a tag. I don't believe that that's how that works.
All right, in that case, third Chastushka.
Ouch. That is never fun. Okay. That's 4 in the middle.
We're off the top. I'll run R&D. Keep it. Out of Shiv.
You get a Beal.
Okay.
Nothing else.
I'm at 6 points. Thank you.
Yes, you are at 6 points.
And lastly, remove
Sounds smart. Me?
to you.
Very well. Mandatory draw. Gonna go 1.
Mm-hmm. You think that'll keep me out?
Gonna go 2.
Okay, that's fair.
And we're gonna go Honked. Play a hedge fund and gain 4. 2 cards in hand, 14 credits, and a partridge in a pear tree.
All right, Banhar stays here.
Yeah.
Quick one I'm going to draw.
Yep.
I'll run here. I'll run here. Let's see what happens. We play to find out.
Sure. This will be a gatekeeper to start.
It may have increased strength, but
It won't matter.
I don't care about that.
You can take 2 net.
One at a time, please. One at a...
Oh, well, there's
Exactly, yeah. You may... Hubris,
Shuffle it up.
thy name is John.
Yeah, and it always has been. There's a marrow.
Oh, no. A hardware. Okay, I will...
How do you only have 2 core damage?
Because I've only played 2 running hots.
I know.
You've been discouraging me from playing my spine.
Yes, I.
You paid for the gatekeeper, so you're at that much. I'm gonna... I think... I'm gonna... What am I gonna do? I'm gonna end the run.
He jacks out.
Indeed. I'll just play a strike fund
Sure.
the bad way.
Make money.
I'll just take credit back to you.
Sounds good. Mandatory draw for me. Okay. I'm gonna advance twice,
Okay.
and I'll install. I'll pass the turn.
Okay. And her stays there, of course.
Sure. Gatekeeper's a lot less strong now. We stand a good max. That is absolutely true. We stand max. Still hardware. That's not changed.
Okay.
It's time that we revealed the secret purpose behind this channel.
I think so.
It's so that the boss observes a lot of different people playing Netrunner and therefore becomes world champion.
Right. They will eventually become the perfect cell of Netrunner by absorbing the Netrunner DNA of various players from around the Montreal meta.
Yeah. That's all I can assume is what's going to happen.
Quick one R&D.
He just might win, folks. Boop.
Oh.
Boop.
Okay. Two run here. Yep.
I'll res a spin doctor. I'm gonna use it. So the server disappears.
Oh, the server disappears.
I'll bring back a Spin Doctor and a. I really need like ice. What I need. And a. Hollow Man.
Okay. Just want to let you shop.
So I'm gonna run R&D.
Because it might matter. I don't know. It might matter.
It probably will.
I'm not saying it matters, but it might.
Don't call it a comeback.
I never do.
You doing it? Were you gonna go see R&D again?
Run R&D. Who knows? Run R&D. The chances are less this time. Win. Good game, everyone.
GG.
That's a Project Beal.
I was so fucking flooded, and I had no ice until I had one ice. But you played that well.
Yeah, this one went okay. Okay, yeah, of course. Manogram would have been frustrating. I had the Begamot in a hand, the big cat.
Yep.
And I was thinking next turn I would have just or taken the credit, then Banhar run here because I figured that was a ping.
Yeah.
It felt very pingish to me.
It felt pingy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
Manogram would have stopped.
Manogram would have been annoying, but
Yeah.
you know, ice would have been rezzed and cost wouldn't spent.
Yeah.
Good game though.
GG. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Essa doesn't end up with a lot on the board.
No.
Not even a spine or a tongue to their name.
Was I preventing you from installing these things?
No, I wasn't drawing them.
Yeah. I don't actually think it's the right choice.
The one time it was a bit annoying. I didn't want to give you the 2 credits with the simultaneous.
I was hoping the thing is against. I think that was the wrong call against a newer player. Azmari tends to slow people down because they're like, well, I can't give them 2 credits because I had credits. That wasn't the problem. So I could have just been siphoning more credits. But obviously credits were never the problem.
If I'd had a Marrow in hand, I would have just played it. It would not have prevented me from playing a Marrow or a Ghost Tongue. But you would have made money. So that was the reason it was not dumb to say that, because you just made 4 credits eventually.
Yeah.
But I didn't draw them, and the one time I did, it was mid net damage. So that's when you knocked that Marrow to my hand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it is a dangerous play. Essa's got a little bit of variance in that the sabotage really does.
And sabotage is kind of
It's not that much variance though, because it's just the equivalent of I access a lot of cards off R&D.
yeah, and the Corp has some control over what goes in there. Like in our last game,
Sure.
Essa versus this, you chose to trash non-agenda cards you knew weren't agendas from HQ, and then 2 off the top of R&D.
Like once or twice. Most of the time I just went, which I think is often the right play against sabotage. If you have cards in hand, it's hopefully because
but
you
I
want
think
them.
at the end, if I'm like playing for a big win, a big sabotage, then you might as well go from hand, because just that prevents me from getting a win out of nowhere.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Like.
But it's in the end, like, look, I still feel like if you hadn't sniped that off the top, I was going to be at 4. So at least I was getting back into it.
Yeah.
But if you do find yourself flooded, you play the game out. Like, just don't give up.
Play it like you're not. Play it like you're suddenly an asset deck, just like install a bunch of face downs.
So let me ask you, aside from your time on Metropolitan Grid, do you spend a lot of time on Jinteki.net?
Not a lot, no.
No. Why not?
I think it's a combination of things. I mean, the easy answer is I prefer playing people in person, and I really do.
I mean, but so do I.
But JNet offers.
Why I'm doing it like this?
But JNet offers something they can't really get from in person, which is it's so easy to make a new deck. It's so easy to make adjustments to a deck and just play another game right away.
It's easy to find somebody to play with.
It's easy to find someone to play with. But yeah, losing the personal touch, and I think a little bit the interface. The interface has gotten so good.
We lost the personal touch a long time ago.
That's right. Yeah, it's a hardware mod that we'll never see again.
Yeah.
And we didn't need to prepare for this channel. So I think it's mostly the human touch. An upcoming card from Elevation. I can say that now. And it's the interface, which I know has gotten a lot better, but I still find a bit abstract sometimes and a little frustrating.
I know there's some excitement around a new implementation of Netrunner that's currently in alpha, I think.
Yeah, that's been talked about out loud, I think.
Yeah. But the thing that I find, I love that Jinteki exists, Jinteki.net, and I think that it's a very strong thing. I almost never play at this point, which is interesting because this was something that Andre was asking on Metropole Grid, and I resisted for two things. One, I find the game so much more fun when I can play opposite somebody. We can talk about it, and there's banter. Not that you can't on Jinteki.net, but it doesn't have the same feel. But I think that Jinteki.net also teaches you bad habits, and one of those is people who are flooded tend to play recklessly as opposed to
carefully.
Because there's a knowledge of, I don't mind if I lose because I can just hit another game.
Yeah,
and
there's a cost to losing that makes it kind of important. Yeah. It is kind of important.
And there's that whole undefeated on Jinteki.net, right? I have that sticker. I like that sticker. And it's true in that I think a lot of people are like, well, I would have won that game if I wasn't flooded. So it's undefeated.
Yeah.
You can win flooded games.
People do.
But sometimes you're up against Patrick Sklar.
Sometimes you're up against the sniper. I don't like the nickname. I wish I didn't have it, but it's what the people gave me.
But the thing is, you played it correctly. You ran R&D, and then you forced the spin doctor, and then you forced the shuffle, and you ran again. And I was hoping that since I'd already seen so many damn agendas that I was, safer.
I mean, like, I'm still going for singles, but I'm just hoping to close the game.
Yeah.
Also,
at that point, once the game is in sight, take it, because I can actually at that point make your life kind of miserable.
Yeah, like if I don't win the game, then you can come back and make things difficult for me.
Yeah.
Eventually.
If that was a second better, then at that point any run of Enter Icebreaker is 2 tags, and then it's almost worth it to run them at all.
Yeah. Or I just go tag me and just absorb whatever terrible stuff you're going to do. And like, I just wouldn't play some of the core damage cards unless I play them strictly for the value of sabotaging.
Listen, it's your first trip to the Backroom. How do you feel?
You know what? I'm feeling great. I wish I could leave, obviously, but I will be, escorted into the little cabinet under the stairs where I have a nice cage. I appreciate that, unlike at Metropole Grid, you've laid out like some newspaper, there's some straw there.
We do like to treat our guests.
There's a wheel I can run on.
Let me tell you this.
Okay.
Fantastic to have you here. Super appreciated. Is there anything you want to plug?
I'd like to plug, I suppose we've been saying all sorts of terrible things about Andre of the Metropole Grid, so I might as well plug the Metropole Grid. You can find it on YouTube and on Twitch, but YouTube is where you find the VODs and a lot of his videos about deck building for beginner Netrunner players, which I think if there are people coming here who don't know the game, you can go to Metropole Grid and get a very good idea of how to get started at playing Netrunner. Just look up his deck building 101 videos are pretty good for that.
They're excellent videos.
Yeah.
It is true. Local Montreal meta stalwart Andre is got some excellent content out there. Also, go check out Neon Static. Look, there are plenty of channels out there. I can't call them out, all of them. But what I can say is I had a great time here.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for playing.
I did have a good time here too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I didn't.
If there was something you wanted to tell the boss before you left, what would it be?
I would just say thank you so much. It's been wonderful being here, and but please let me see them. Let me hear their voices, please, if you want. Just a phone call, please. No? Okay, I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no from the producer.
You won two of your games over one.
Okay, that means I get 2 toes back.
You just might get your request.
Okay, good. But great.
We'll see.
Cool.
All right.
Well,
John Verrill.
Yep.
Here with Patrick Sklar. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Backroom Deals. See you next week.
Bye, everybody.